Currently becomes the setting for what should be an outstanding game of college football. And we couldn't have asked for much better weather for tonight's game between the Arizona Wildcats and the USC Trojans. Hi, folks. I'm Brad Nessler. Joining me in the booth, the coach Lee Corso and Kirk Herbstreit. Halfway through the season, and the race in the Pac-10 is heating up. And now it's time for the Coke Zero coin toss, a winning combination with Coke taste and 0 calories. Both teams have sent their special teams onto the field, and we're ready for the opening kickoff. They'll bring him down at the 33. So now we'll get to see the offense come out of the field for their first drive of this game. They'll go to work at the 33-yard line. 1st and 10. The D-line pinches down. Falling back as he throws. And he brings it down. And he's taken down at the 35-yard line. Heck of a play by the quarterback.
When you bring a lot of pressure, you're going to leave yourself open out there, relying on your secondary and your linebackers. You're just hoping they can make plays. That time, defense lost. The offense won.
Right in the middle, and he meets the defense. A 2-yard run by the halfback.
Gain of 2 on the play.
2nd and 8 coming up here. Ball on the 33-yard line. The D-line moves to the inside. Run play, and he'll lose yards.
Hey, Coach, linebacker sniffed that play out from the start.
Yep, he wasn't going to be denied that tackle, no matter who was trying to block him.
3rd down now, and they need to get it to the 25. The defense is waiting on the pass. They're in the quarters defense. Got a man. Watch out here. There's a very impressive open field tackle. Makes the catch, but just not enough for the first.
Yeah, they're going to come up a little bit short here. Nice job by the defense of preventing this completion from turning into a 1st down.
Yep, it was a decent pass and a decent catch. But you got to get to the sticks.
Somebody jumped early down there. He got confused on the snap count.
Yeah, but that's just lack of concentration.
They'll call on the field goal unit from 51 yards away. This will make it a field goal game. So the kicker can't make the field goal there, and this defense comes away with a small victory. And our score, USC, nothing. Arizona, nothing. 1st down, 10 yards to go. They line up in the jumbo set. Here's the halfback. Someone down there just a little bit slow to get up. It's 2nd down and 6 to go. Ball on their own 38. They're packed in tight on the line. Keep it on the ground with the tailback.
I'm going to bet this running back is getting frustrated. You know he wants to be able to get into some open space. Unfortunately for him, he didn't get the chance there.
They'll work from the shotgun. Going to go across the middle. Caught. He's taken down at the 41-yard line.
Nice throw to hit the out route against man coverage for a 1st down.
We've got a 1st and 10. They line up in the jumbo set. They give to the tailback. And they make the stop at about the 35. A nice 6-yard gain by the tailback there. So it's 2nd down now, and they need about 4 yards to pick up the 1st. They come out in a goal line set. They go to the back, and he's hit immediately in the backfield. Nowhere to go on that play, Coach.
Boy, you're absolutely right, Brad. This is a great job by the defense in not giving him any room to create anything.
They line this one up in the shotgun. 4 wide receivers split out in the formation. Back to pass. Good protection, and now he's on the run. Quarterback's going to run it, and he's got room to work. Again, they're able to move the sticks on 3rd down.
And I'm going to tell you what, this offense is putting together one impressive drive. We'll see if they can finish it off with a score.
They line up in the jumbo set. Brings it out left, and he's stopped right away. He gains a couple of yards on the carry. It's 2nd and 8. And this is the 8th play of the drive. There are 4 wide receivers split out. The quarterback in the gun. Huge play, and it's going to be 1st and goal. A nice-looking play that time.
Well, the defense was blitzing here, and again, great recognition by the quarterback to find the hot receiver.
It's 1st down, and they'll be looking for 6 points here. And we got some fresh legs in there at tailback. Dives for extra yardage. Not a lot on that one.
Good pressure from the defense. They brought the heat. Wasn't much room for the running back to work with.
All the big boys are on the field now as both teams have their big sets out there. Hands off to the back, and he's in. Well, that's how you get it done when you're down by the goal line, coach.
When you're close like this, you tell your guys, get in there, push, shove, and block. Just get the ball in the end zone.
I think everybody in the stadium knew that was going to be a run play, and the defense just couldn't stop it.
He splits the uprights with the extra point. And now we'll take a look at the Pontiac drive summary. Looks like they're ready for the kick. He kicks off. And down he goes at the 47. We got the team pumped up with that return.
Oh, boy, he sure did. And that's the perfect, beautiful thing about special teams, my friend. It's beautiful.
They line up in an I. And he pulls it down. Kirk, he's really got a lot of confidence in his receivers.
Yeah, I think he does, but in this case, I think he just threw it up for grabs. He thinks his receiver can make the catch no matter how many guys are hanging on his back.
Defensive line is in tight. Backfield's in an offset I formation. The halfback with the carry. And down he goes at about the 31. He takes the handoff and responds with a 7-yard gain. 2nd and 4. Ball on the 31. They line up in an I. Tosses left. Intercepted. He's on the run. And they'll return this one all the way. He's all the way. Touchdown. And just like that, they make it a 2-possession game.
They really took the pressure off themselves there. That was a great return for a touchdown, and it gives them some breathing room on defense.
Yeah, this offense has a lot of work to do now. They're really going to have to fight to get back in this ball game.
And he hits the PAT. Arizona is lining up to kick this one off. He sends it off. At the point, looking for the corner. Down the sideline to the 20. And they're going to bring this one all the way back. Touchdown. How's that for excitement?
That was just pure speed right there, fellas. Once he got past the initial coverage, he was gone.
And there's no question about his speed, but that kid's got some nice moves, too.
splits the uprights with the extra point. And that'll do it. Very good first quarter of action. The count here in Tucson, Arizona 14, USC 7. And it looks like they're ready for the kickoff. He sends it downfield. Across the 30, the 50, at the 40, at the 30, to the 20, to the 10. He returns it all the way to score. A heck of a return.
This kid is a burner. I think the Sunshine Scooter and his leather helmet would have had a hard time catching him.
Not so fast, my friend. I'd take him out in a foot race, and it might be closer than the experts think.
And he hits the PAT. Arizona to kick. Kicks it off. Gets a block on the corner. At the 40. He's pushed out of bounds. At the 47. And that right there was a pretty good kick return.
Sure was, and he was very close to really breaking free on that return.
Let's see if this quarterback can keep the ball out of the defense's hands on this drive.
Yeah, that interception on the last drive really killed them, Kurt.
Complete pass and hit hard as he came down with it. And they pick up 2 yards.
They got it to the tight end on that play, but he did not get very far off the line of scrimmage.
Defensive line looking to clog that middle. The defense is waiting on the pass. They're in the quarters defense. Quarterback really took a shot after the play, and I'll bet that's what this flag is for.
Personal foul. Roughing the pass.
The officials march off 15 yards against the defense.
And when the quarterback releases the football, you can't do that kind of stuff. It's bad for your team, and it makes you look like a fool.
High formation here. They hand it off. Brought down at the 33-yard line. 3-yard gain by the running back.
Nice play by the sophomore corner to make that tackle there.
When a defense has help and run support from their corners, it takes a lot of pressure off the linebackers and safeties. Great play.
He's tackled at the 16-yard line.
Now that's what I like to see. This first down came because this kid was not afraid to go over the middle. Nice job of beating the man coverage on the slant route.
Expect the defense to turn it up a notch here in the red zone. Comes it right to his fullback. And he's taken down at the 9-yard line. They get a good 7 yards on that one.
Hey, they picked up a nice gain of 7 yards on that play. Great pass.
They come out with a big set. Looks like we've got an injured player down there. Can't tell who it is yet. Third and 12 coming up on this one. Ball on the 18-yard line. D-line is making some adjustments. They motion to the right. They'll bring him down at the 9. Solid gain, guys, but short of the first down.
Yeah, that was a nice gain. Although it didn't get him the first down, it gives them a little bit more confidence in moving the football against this defense later on in the game.
It really was a good hold. Excellent job by the secondary to keep them in front of the first down marker.
Kicks up, and it's good. And here's the Pontiac drive summary. And it looks like they're ready for the kickoff. Kicks off. He's taken down at the 35. So before the offense hits the field, let's take the time to let you know that our game is brought to you by EA Sports. They come out in a goal line set. Little handoff. And he makes it out to about the 37-yard line. A 2-yard run by the halfback.
The quarterback caused them to run out of room. Excellent play by him to keep it from going outside.
They come out with 4 wide out.
Let's go!
Scrambling around. And it's the senior. He's knocked out of bounds. Right around the 40. That'll be a gain of 3 yards.
This senior is very capable of making big plays, but the defense did well to confine him to a short gain there.
He drops back. Throws complete, and he's hit right away.
Well, the defense has done their job and made a nice stand. Now let's see if the special teams can come up with something here as well.
Yep, you got to do better than that if you want to get yards against this defense.
It's away, and it's a booming punt. Little too much leg into that punt. They'll bring it out to the 20. 3 points was the result of their last drive as the offense heads out for another.
Since these guys are on the losing end right now, there's a lot of pressure on this offense to put points on the board.
They run left, and he'll lose yardage.
I tell you what, for a defensive back, this kid is a sure tackler, and he showed it right there.
No question. You can tell these guys are very well coached when you see these kind of tackles.
The defense is lined up with an abundance of DBs. I count 7 on the field. And they make the stop around the 22-yard line. They got 4 yards on that one. Here's 3rd and 8. Ball on the 22. And this crowd is going crazy. Quick out to his receiver. They'll bring him down at the 25-yard line. So the defense will hold them as they go 3 and out.
Picture-perfect defense on that drive. That's what the defensive coordinator wants to see every single time.
Anytime you can force an offense to punt on 4th down, you know you came out and did your job.
Brought down as he tried to field it. Not a great return there.
Yep, great coverage by the punt team. And Kirk, that punt was a skyrocket.
Boy, he got a hold of that ball. This punter has a big-time leg, and you can see that when he gets a hold of a ball like that. It really goes.
Long ball, right side. And he's tackled at the 18-yard line. Beautiful touch pass by the quarterback.
And that's one of the toughest throws a quarterback has to make. He's trying to get rid of the ball while these big defensive linemen are flying at him, and he has to lob it downfield to make the play work. That is a very impressive throw.
Looks to pass. He's in trouble. Slides down to the ground.
I'm telling you, quarterbacks who can run the ball are so hard to stop. You have to scheme around them, which takes the best coverages out of your defensive playbook.
First down. They're 4 yards away. Here we go. They line this one up in the shotgun. 4 wide receivers split out in the formation. He scrambled. He rolls out to the left. Breaks the tackle, and he'll score. Touchdown. And really a nice run there by that quarterback.
Well, great decision by the quarterback, reading the defense, and as soon as he saw the open field, he cut it upfield and scored the touchdown.
And he adds the extra point. And now we're going to take a look at the Pontiac drive summary. They line up to kick this one away. And it's off. He'll return it from the 6. He wasn't breaking that tackle. What a hit. And now we'll see the offense come out onto the field for their next possession. They'll take over at the 42-yard line. Ace backfield. Tackle at the 45. And not much going on that run.
Yeah, not much is right. He didn't get the first down, didn't get out of bounds, and now the clock is a factor.
Screen pass incomplete. He's lucky that pass fell innocently to the turf.
Yep, total coverage on that one. Got to pick his destinations better.
The defensive back's moving in closer. The defense is waiting on the pass. They're in the quarters defense. And down he goes, right around the 48-yard line.
That was a nice catch. He went up, leaving his body susceptible to the hit, but he came down with it and got a first down.
Hey, at this level of college football, those are the plays you have to make. And he did well coming down with that one.
And he's tackled at the 39. Certainly not what we expected as we head to halftime. The count here in Tucson, Arizona 28, USC 10. Southern California will be kicking off to start the second half. He's tackled at the 29. And now a slight break in the action as the offense comes out onto the field for their next possession. They'll get the ball here at the 29-yard line. They're packed in tight on the line. It's the tailback. Gains his way to the 40-yard line.
They need to go back to this kid. That was a great first down run.
They line up in the jumbo set. Again with a carry. He gets out to about the 42-yard line. 2-yard pickup. Second and 8. Ball on the 42. There are 4 wide receivers split out. The quarterback in the gun. Throws it deep. Finds his receiver. Touchdown. How fast is this kid?
Well, it's pretty simple. You can see it right there. Nobody on the field can stay with him.
This field, I don't think anybody in the country can keep up with this guy. He's out there playing catch me if you can.
And he adds the extra point. So we take a moment to check out the Pontiac drive summary. Arizona lines up for the kickoff. He kicks it. They'll bring him down at the 42-yard line. So before the offense hits the field, let's take the time to let you know that our game is brought to you by EA Sports. Offset I formation in the backfield. Gets it off as he's hit. Complete. They didn't get much on that pass.
You know, this defense is too quick for plays like that to work. You got to mix them up a little.
Like I always say, Coach, anything is better than moving backwards.
They line up in an I. And it's picked off from the tip. Here we go again. Interception by the defense.
Oh, man. Is there anything they can salvage at this point, Coach?
Not much, except maybe put in some younger players to get some game experience. This game is over.
They come out in a goal line set. They bring him down in the backfield. And that was a good stop by the defense. They got him in the backfield.
That's a great example of quickness by the defensive line. It allows you to break away from those blockers before they have a chance of moving you away from the play.
The defense will stack the line of scrimmage. He rolls out to the left. Now he's going to run and watch out. Tackle at the 39-yard line. And he has a huge gain.
And I like the decision-making ability of this quarterback. He looks and looks. He sees nothing. He didn't get rattled. He sees some green in front of him, and he takes off. Ends up with a great run.
They line up in the jumbo set. They hand it off again. He's taken down at the 27. So they keep it on the ground, and they get their third first down of the drive.
Yeah, this is a pretty good-looking drive, don't you think, Coach?
Yes, sir. The offense is in rhythm right now. They're running well and blocking well.
And they're wearing down this defense. The longer a drive goes, the more the advantage goes to the offense.
And he's taken down at the 24. That'll be a gain of 3 yards.
The blitz was pretty effective on that play, Coach.
Yep, they plugged up the holes well, so the back was not able to go very far.
He's going to try and scramble. Incomplete. It's knocked down by the defense.
The intended receiver on the play.
Third down now, and they need to get it to the 17. The defense comes out with 5 defensive backs this time. This one's going deep to the end zone. It's knocked away, incomplete. The defense holds.
Great job to get a finger on that pass and cause the incompletion.
They'll call on the field goal unit here for this long field goal attempts. This kick will be from about 41 yards out. He gets it up, and it's long enough, and he missed it left. No good. So they'll come away with nothing.
The kicker just needs to forget about that one.
Yeah, sometimes kickers have a tendency to overcompensate on their next kick, and then they miss it the other way.
This kicker's a tough kid, though. I think he'll be fine.
So our count is still Arizona 35, USC 10. Takes the handoff inside and stopped immediately. That run didn't go far. They'll spot the ball a yard from the line of scrimmage.
And the defense had great pressure there. They blitzed the middle linebacker, and there were no holes for the halfback to run through.
Hands off left, and he's brought down quickly. A pickup of about 3.
3-yard gain on the play.
Third down and 6 yards to go. Offset I formation in the backfield. And they make the stop around the 35-yard line.
Now that is close. I wasn't sure where they were going to spot the football.
I think he just barely got it. That's a great job by both the quarterback and receiver to keep this drive alive.
There's an injured player, and we'll try to find out who it is. Second and 8. Defensive line is in tight. There are 7 defensive backs on the field in this defense. They work the right side, and there is nothing going there. A couple, maybe 3 yards on that run. Third down again. They line up in an I. The defense comes up tight on the coverage. Nice tackle made there to bring him down. The defense is having a difficult time stopping this drive.
Right now, they're doing enough to be in situations they want to be in, but they have to finish the job. And the plays start to add up, so we'll have to see if this defense starts to look tired out there.
Offset I formation in the backfield. They go right back to him, and this time they get him in the backfield.
Instead of running around the defenders, he ran right into them.
I don't think it mattered if he ran left or right or over the top. They just lost the battle up front.
The defense is waiting on the pass. They're in the quarters defense. Makes the catch, and look out. They'll bring him down at the 43-yard line. So they pick up quite a few yards on that play, Kirk.
Well, that was an excellent route, and he did a great job of holding on to the football.
The defense has about 7 defensive backs on the field. He's taken down at the 47. Drop back 4 yards on that one.
There was no way that they were going to get any positive yards on that play.
No doubt. The quarterback would have been much better off throwing the ball away than losing a good chunk of yards.
He makes it out to maybe the 16-yard line. The kicker missed a field goal on the last drive, so the offense is out here trying to turn it around on this one.
Yep. It was a rough go-around for this kicker the last time. This guy won't hang his head. If he has another opportunity to kick one, he'll be ready to go.
Tailback brought down for a loss.
This quarterback needs to take control of his offense and just calm everybody down.
Yep, that's what a leader does. Forget about that play and come out composed and ready to go now.
We head to the fourth quarter, and this one is pretty hard to believe. The count here in Tucson, Arizona 35, USC 10. Now he tries to buy some time. Throws and it's incomplete.
Number 10, the intended receiver on the play.
3rd and 12. Ball on their own 14. Nickel defense. Looks to pass. They fall on it. Touchdown, Southern Cal. There's a player shaken up on the play. He splits the uprights with the extra point. So with under 5 minutes to go here in the fourth, the score, Arizona 35, USC 17. Here's the onside kick. And it's the kicking team that's got it. So this offense is going to have the ball again, but they're still down by 3 scores.
If they score quick and get another onside kick, things could be very interesting.
They'll set up shop at the 41-yard line. 1st and 10. They line up in a double tight set. Hand off to the back. Look out! And they make the stop right around the 44-yard line.
On defense, it's all about instincts. It didn't look like their instincts worked too well on that play.
You're right, Lee. There was a lot of running room there.
Pressure gets there, and they bring him down. The cornerback came out of nowhere.
Where's the hot read? You gotta have a hot read when the corner is coming on a blitz.
Coach, I don't even think the quarterback knew he was blitzing.
That wasn't an ordinary blitz. I mean, they blitzed everybody, including the kitchen sink on that play.
Spectacular play there by the linebacker to come away with that interception.
I don't even think the quarterback saw him on that play. He was right there waiting for the ball.
We've got a 1st and 10. Ball on their own 44. They come out in a goal line set. Got the corner. Here he goes. Inside the 30. The 10. Touchdown! Guys, did you see how fast he is?
This kid's one of the fastest players in all of college football. He runs a 4.340. He is a burner.
And he uses his speed well. Just watch that last touchdown run, and you'll see what we're talking about.
And he tacks on the extra point. So with just over 4 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter, the score is Arizona 42, USC 17. Arizona lines up for the kickoff. And this one's away. And he's tackled at the 29-yard line. You know the offense will be looking to do better this time out.
What did you tell your players when they turned the ball over, Coach?
I'd tell them to forget about it. They just have to get that stuff out of their head and go out and play some really good football.
Halfback gets the call, and he answers big time. Looks like we've got an injured player down there. Can't tell who it is yet. It's 1st and 10. Defensive line is in tight. Single set backfield. Tailback brought down for a loss. Just nowhere for the ball carrier to go as the linebacker met him in the backfield.
Boy, what great play recognition by this linebacker. He saw the run was coming, and he just shot through the gap and made a great tackle. And
down he goes at the 44. 4 yards on that play.
Gain of 4 on the play.
Third down now, and they need to get it inside the 49. They come out with a big set. And it's knocked down. Well defended that time.
You're right. Great job here by the defender playing the ball, keeping his balance, and getting in the way of that pass.
So it's 4th down. They come out in a punt formation. He punts it away, and it's a great kick. He'll field it at the 5. Makes it out to maybe the 19-yard line. This offense really ran the ball well as they finished off their last drive with a touchdown.
It was the hog mollies that really stepped up on that last drive, Coach.
Yeah, they opened up some really big holes for the running back. It made moving the ball very easy.
Hands it to the back. Tackle made at the 16-yard line.
This safety does everything you ask of him. He can come up and play the run or drop deep into his zone and stop the pass.
And right there, I think he was looking for the run the whole way because he got in the backfield in a hurry.
They work the right side, and there is nothing going there. And the halfback carries for a pickup of 3. 3rd and 10. Ball on the 19. 4 wide.
Let's go!
Brought down around the 31-yard line. A nice throw that time.
I can't tell you how much I love this play. Let me tell you why this play is so good. The key to this thing is the accuracy of this quarterback. The receiver runs an excellent route, and that ball is laid up there perfectly. Beautiful looking play.
They hand it off again. That's a gain of 8.
And the offensive line did a good job of picking up the blitz.
Yep, the defense over-pursued the play, and it helped them get some good yards.
They line up in the jumbo set. Takes it right, and he can't get back to the line of scrimmage. They didn't let him get anything going on that play.
No, they didn't. Heck, they didn't even let him get back to the line of scrimmage.
And they swap out the running back now for this next play. Rolling out to the left side. Runs with it, and he's got room. And down he goes, right around the 42-yard line. And that'll give him another first down.
Excellent job there, Brad, of running the football. That was good execution by this offense.
Arizona up by a big margin. A little over a minute in the game. Tries to get around the corner. And he's taken down right around the 26-yard line. Another carry for this kid, and he'll get the first down.
He's been pretty reliable on this drive, Kirk.
He's carrying this offense on his back right now. And I think they'll keep giving him the ball until the defense figures out a way to stop him.
He'll get the call again. He's taken down around the 26-yard line. Picked up a yard of anything on that run. 2nd and 10. Ball on the 26-yard line. They line this one up in the shotgun. 4 wide receivers split out in the formation. Looks like we've got an injured player down there. Can't tell who it is yet. First down. Let's see if they can put it in from 6 yards out. Their last red zone trip resulted in a touchdown. I don't expect this one to be any different. Another run. He got hit hard. A gain of 6. Second down and goal. And this is the 11th play of the current drive. They're packed in tight on the line. Runs it and tackled in the backfield. Nice tackle to bring him down before he got back to the line of scrimmage.
Solid effort there to break up that play.
He's going to try and scramble. Keeps it, and he's got a touchdown.
A lot of people are going to see this as running up the score, but I'm sure this coach will tell you he's just running his offense.
I don't want to hear it. He knows he could just run the football and get out of here with a win. There is no reason in the world for him throwing touchdown passes at this time of the game.
That score leads us to our Pontiac Drive summary. That's going to do it for this one. Our final score, Arizona 49, USC 17. Kirk, any final thoughts here as we take a look at our Pontiac game-changing performance?
Brad, I don't want to sound negative after a great upset victory, but this game really disappoints me, and I'll tell you why. USC knew they had their hands full and that they were playing a very underrated team. When they got down by a couple scores, they just gave up. It's one thing to play your hearts out and lose, but when you give up like that, boy, that's very disappointing.
Folks, thanks for tuning in to another game of NCAA Football 09. Along with Lee and Kirk and everyone here at EA Sports, I'm Brad Nessler saying so long.
Thank you for attending today's ball game. Please